Hey, it's MK, and I am back with another May I Scraplift You layout, and today I am scraplifting Karen Wilhide, or Wilhide. I cannot remember how to say her last name, and I apologize, Karen, very much for that. So I've got two photos of my son and his brand new guitar. I have this cut file that is from the Creative Cuts Club. I think I'm going to use this burlap. I have pulled out this acrylic, music piece that is from Not Just for Boys Kit Club. I have loads and loads of stars. Some of them are from Not Just for Boys, the fabric-y ones and the enamel ones or whatever, and then the wood grain ones are, gosh golly, all over the place because I just have a bin that I throw them all in. I have this piece of paper that was also from the Not Just for Boys Kit Club, but I apologize, I have no idea whose it is, where it's from, anything like that. But it already has some red speckles on it, so I plan on putting some red picket fence paste inside this stencil, which I believe is from Echo Park, for the background and to try and recreate what Karen has done. Then I also pulled out both of my distress inks in Black Soot and Ground Espresso. I plan on using both of those colors because I think black and brown are just amazing. And that little guitar over there, I've already sprayed it with a Dilutions shimmer spray in Desert Sand. And I plan on embellishing it just a little bit farther, but it is also from the Not Just for Boys Kit Club. So what I'm going to do is take my Ground Espresso and just messily, I'm not even trying to create a well-blended anything. I'm trying to make it look like dust, you know, kind of like Pigpen off of Peanuts. That's what I was going for because that's what I saw in Karen's layout. And so I also had to distress this burlap because it was just too clean. When I look at Karen's layout, I kind of see it as, you know, a dirty cowboy layout. I'm not saying that the layout is dirty, but that's the feel I got from it. And so I really wanted to do that. Now, I only did one burlap because I realized that my pieces that I have are too small to be photo mats. So I'm going to have to come up with something a little bit more creative. So on this one, I went ahead and I scuffed up the edges just to see if I could, and just figured that if it got ruined, then no big deal. So for this guitar, I'm actually going to take some of these faceted gems that back in the day, close to my heart, and just fill in where the little knobs are supposed to go on the guitar. And then I also took my favoriteest twine in the whole wide world and stuck it through where the little knobs up at the top are, you know, to tune the guitar. But I also thought that if I remember correctly, it's wrapped around wire or something. I can't remember. Maybe that's the old guitars. I don't know, you guys. But I just wanted string of things up there at the top of the guitar. All right, so I'm going to take the stencil and the poinsettia red from Picket Fence. It's a paper glaze, and just run it through. I am so impressed at how well this glaze goes through these tiny little stars. Normally I don't use stencils like this because I feel like all I get are bumps. I don't actually get the stars, but this paper glaze went through beautifully, and I absolutely love how it turned out and how it looked. I'm going to scuff up the edges on everything and then apply it to a black piece of cardstock, which I actually was smart enough to put in with the papers I wanted to use for these photos. So that's how I have some cardstock pieces. Okay, since the burlap did not fit behind my photos, I definitely went through and took a reddish piece of paper from the Craft Consortium paper pack that I have, and I used that as my photo mats because I just can't put a naked photo on my layouts, you guys. They need photo mats. I just can't do it. And then I used my Distress Black Soot, my Distress ink in Black Soot, and inked the edges. Now I'm taking this guitar cut file and just going to cut it up because I'm going to use it as the representation of the little arrows that Karen used. Now I also thought about the strings that I wanted to put behind my photo, and then I thought, nah, I'm good. I'm not going to do the string part that she did. She also used corrugated cardstock for this element here where I'm using burlap instead. I do have corrugated cardstock, but in all honesty, I did not bring, I thought I had 2 pieces. I didn't bring the second piece, or if I did, I lost it. I couldn't find it, and so I went with the burlap instead because I knew that I had one of the corrugated pieces set up for a double page layout coming up soon. So yes, I definitely was trying to think, if I use the burlap on here, I'm not going to have enough for over there. So, or not burlap, but corrugated. So burlap it was. All right. So for my title, I had novice musician. For one, these little chipboard pieces that look like metal, I only had 2 of each letter. And so I couldn't say budding musician or anything because I've already used a couple of the letters. So I had to come up with something else. And novice was like the best thing that the thesaurus could come up with that I had enough letters for. I didn't like it. So my title's just musician. Nothing fancy at all. Now these fabric stars are from the Not Just for Boys Kit Club. I'm not sure if any of this stuff is available anymore. I can put their link down below and you guys can go see what it is that they have. But I do know that they are so popular. Not trying to sound all stuck up or anything, but they are seriously popular and their stuff goes by fast, like uber super fast. It is such a fantabulous company, but it's kind of cutthroat, like hurry up and get her done type of deal. Like as soon as their release comes out on, the first of the month, it's a one and done, and that's it, just to let you know. Okay, so I'm going to scatter all these stars. Now, these red enamel stars or resin stars, I'm not really sure what they are. They are 2 by the, close to my, no, I'm sorry, the Not Just for Boys Kit Club as well. And normally I use my, my glue dots to put them down, but I'm at the retreat, no glue dots. So I'm hoping that if I let my layout rest a bit, then it will definitely dry and hopefully they'll stay. So far they have stayed because by the time that I do the recording or the voiceover, it's been in an envelope sitting there waiting for me to put it away. So it's standing up on end and I don't see any stars at the bottom of the envelope. So anyways, must be good. Now this bottom cluster down here on the bottom right, I'm not too happy with. Sometimes I look up and compare where my elements are going to go with the layout that I'm lifting. Well, this one, I just went star crazy and started putting everything down. I didn't even look to see where Karen put her stars. And when I looked up, I was like, she didn't have any stars down there. This is awful. That looks horrible. What can I do? Well, I'm going to cover it up with a guitar. That's what I'm going to do. And I do actually like the way that it's covered up and all better now. In all honesty, I was not very happy with how it was turning out and how it was looking, but I'm glad that I was able to stick the guitar on top of them and it made everything all better. So, like I said, with the wood stars, I just took a red Dilutions that Janet let me borrow and sprayed them with red, but I have no idea the company name on any of them because I take all of my wood stars, open them all up, and dump them into one container, so they're all mixed up. Also, again, I don't have any cardstock, so I just ripped up the rest of that consortium paper and used it to cover up my photo and the guitar so I could add my splatters, and I definitely think that those splatters completed the layout. I really am happy with how it looks. Karen, thank you so much for letting me lift you. This is fabulous. I absolutely enjoyed it very, very much. Her link is going to be down below for her Instagram channel. I have to say that she just barely started, thanks to the fine tuning and pushing and prodding of others, because her layouts are fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So go check her out. Also, check out everyone else's link down below who is playing along with May I Scraplift You to go see who they lifted for today. And I will check y'all later. Bye.